Hey everyone, this is Dimitri with Star Moment Photography. Thanks for joining me for another episode of 5 Minute Edits. So today we're going to be working on a stacked image. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 3 images and we are going to stack them all into one. And so the purpose of this is, so like, let's say for example this photograph right here, this is a composite of, I believe it was actually 4 different images that each had a different part of the image exposed properly. So for example, one image I had the skies properly exposed, but then that would cause the boardwalk to be underexposed, so I would have to take another image exposing for the boardwalk, another image exposing for the water, then finally another image exposing for the grass here, because I want to get all that detail in the image, which doing it in one take is just not possible. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into Lightroom and do this process. You don't even have to take this into Photoshop, but you can do all of this in Lightroom. So for this tutorial's sake, I went out and took some photos on New Year's Eve. And so we have here our first image in the series that we're going to stack, which I exposed this one for the building here, the boardwalk, not the boardwalk, the little pavilion here with the and whatnot, but you can see that the Christmas tree is not properly exposed. So unfortunately we're gonna have to take another image, which, as you can see here, this time I properly exposed for the this little like ledge here, the little I don't know what you would call this thing, little, I guess it would be a pavilion. And then you could see that some of the lights on the tree are more properly exposed, but I still want to get more detail out of the tree, so we're going to go down even further. And you can see now that the building is completely underexposed. You're not getting any detail on the walkway here. Well, you're getting a little bit, like if you look right here in this area. But the tree is mostly exposed. But I went a step further and took a 4th photo, just even further exposing for the tree. So what we're gonna do now is we are going to go ahead and select the 4 images that we want to stack. Then we're going to go over to where it says photo. We're going to put edit, photo merge, and then we're going to do HDR. So as you can see now, Lightroom's just going to go ahead and quickly mix that together. And we'll see what the final image is going to look like. It's going to give us a little preview here once it's done, and it can take a little bit of time. Ooh, and you can hear how much that taxes the computer. So let's see. Still waiting, and there we go. So this is our preview image. So you can see here that the lights on the tree look a lot better. There's not any blown highlights. You see the detail in the building. You see the walkway in perfect detail. The water's perfectly exposed. You can see the trees. So you can also set like a de-ghost amount, which I have its default set to medium. In this particular image there wasn't any ghosting, so you don't really need to keep it on there, but I'm just gonna leave it there anyways. It's not doing any harm. So now finally what we're gonna do is click merge. So now it's just gonna take a minute here to complete that task. So we're just gonna wait for that, and then we'll review the final image in full detail once it's done there. So let's see, it can take a minute or two. Alright, so we got it. So let's click on the final image here. And as you can see, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful image. So you can see here how the lights are properly exposed, the pavilion's properly exposed. Oh, look at that. You can see you can actually see another photographer there doing a portrait session there by the tree. But overall, it did a good job. You got all the detail that I wanted to see in this image here. So you can see here that when it merges the photos together, you can see it makes adjustments to your exposure values for you. You don't have to go ahead, so you don't even have to really go ahead and do any of that stuff if you don't want to. What I'm gonna do though, just to kind of complete it, is I'm gonna go ahead and just add a little sharpening to the image. So I'm just gonna boost that up to about 68. Nighttime shots, I don't like to do too much sharpening because it introduces a lot of grain. So let's just go ahead and see. And I think I'm happy with that amount of sharpening. So, and then next thing, we'll just go ahead and maybe just kind of tilt the axis a little bit so it looks a little bit straighter. And let's go ahead and just crop this a little bit so we don't get like those things in the way there. Yeah, it had a little boardwalk there that I didn't want in the shot. So there you guys have it. So we are done with this episode of 5-minute edits. If you want to see more shots like this, just go ahead and drop a comment down below, and we'll do some more editing tutorials with some more advanced shots. So guys, I'm hoping that you guys are having a great start to 2021. If you guys want to, go ahead and hit subscribe and follow me on my Instagram page at Star Moment Photos. Thanks, and you guys have a great week ahead.